Challengers have quite a few trim packages to choose from. This one here is called the SHAKER, quite simply because of the shaker, the hood shaker attached to the top of the engine, which acts as a cold air intake that functions to force cool air into the engine, adding horsepower to this beast. But today, this beast is not the star of the show. It's the damage caused by tunnel washes that this beast goes through, and we're going to fix that problem. Right here is just a small example of some of the damage caused by a car wash, a tunnel wash in particular, and that's because of the high alkaline foam laid down on the vehicle as it enters the tunnel. Hey, these car washes are adjusted for the worst case scenario that comes through the wash to get it clean. And not all car washes cause damage. I have a hard time keeping a straight face even off camera, but let's just make this video about repairing the damage. Hey, this is a gorgeous car, and this is a first for this color on the channel. I'm looking forward to correcting it, perfecting it, and taking a look at the results when we're finished. So let's start under the hood. For this area, we're going to use the Art to Shine Engine Bay Cleaner. This is a surfactant, a conditioner, and a protectant all in one. Simply grab a pile of your old B or C microfiber towels, pour some of the product into the towel, and get to work. Let me take a little time to bring you in just a little bit closer so you can see how it cleans, conditions, and protects plastic trim in the engine bay compartment with very little effort. In no time at all, the engine bay will be cleaned. It'll be nice and conditioned and protected as well. Moving right along, let's get to the wheels next and remove some of this nasty brake dust and dirt and grime. The next natural step will be grabbing the Atomac from Build Hammer and spraying all of the metal areas in and around the brake system, including the caliper rotors, and this will prevent rusting. The wheels, the wheel arches are all taken care of. Let's move on and get to the pre-wash and then the contact wash that follows. With the car a lot cleaner, it already looks better, but this reveals some of the damage from the tunnel wash. My ferrous metal or iron remover is in with the shampoo, so we can move on to claying, and I only clay where, when, and if it's needed. As you can see here, a ton of bonded contaminants that the wash process could not remove. So let's get to some of the damaged areas, like these vinyl stripes. Are these beyond repair? Well, very close. But as you can see from the front up here on the hood, in and around the shaker, I did restore those. So yes, it can be saved, and I'll show you exactly how. Now let's remember these are made of a few different layers, the adhesive layer and base layer, the color layer, and then a thin film or membrane that is the protectant guarding it from UVA, UVB, IR, and gives it its look, either gloss or satin or a matte finish. We're going to work on that very thin membrane or film on top of the color layer, and we'll grab CarPro Essence Plus, and we'll grab a very soft, non-aggressive pad. That's an application pad used for applying waxes and sealants, and we'll apply that to an entry-level polisher. That's important because it has a shorter throw and it's not very aggressive. Let me do one quick pass or two, and I'll show you the turnaround and the restoration we can make on these vinyl stripes. Progress, my friends, a little bit of patience and the right combination, the right team of products and tools, and you can get a lot done. These have been saved. Now they will be improved as we're going to apply my coating on top of these stripes and lock in that protection and that conditioning. Now the vinyl stripes on the hood, the stripes on the trunk are saved. Let's get to work on the roof. We're going to keep on moving right along. We have half of that vinyl stripe on the roof now restored. And now we have successfully saved the vinyl stripe, and slowly but surely we are returning the shaker back to its glory. We have the car cleaned, the vinyl stripes are restored, and now it's time to work on the paint. and we have many layers of imperfections, the car wash swirls, and a lot of other things mixed in. We will do a few test spots and figure out the best team or the best combo to attack these imperfections. Let's first protect some of the areas that we don't want to get splattered up with compounds or polishes or dirty that are already finished, such as the stripes and the wheels and tires. When I protect vinyl decals or stripes, I'll reach for the 3M precision tape or the fine line tape. Both of those have a nice balance when it comes to the adhesive. They will hold on to and protect the vinyl stripe, but will not pull up that vinyl stripe or decal when you go to remove the masking tape. That will take care of everything I want to protect. Now we can move on, find a combination, and attack the imperfections on this paint. Before I get started, I like to take measurements of paint depth and gloss. I like to see where we start, where we end up, and how much clear coat we have to work with. Before the end of the day, we want to get these mid 80s up into triple digits when it comes to gloss meter readings. Let me give you a quick tip on how to clean paint if you're working on a car that hasn't been cleaned or maintained in quite some time and has a heavy buildup of traffic film. Grab a soft pad, put it on a polisher, and BioClean from Extreme Solutions. We're going to cut that 10 to 1, put that in a 32-ounce spray bottle, spray the panel, and we'll get to work with the machine and machine off that traffic film. Now, that's just a quick tip if you have a car, again, that has not been maintained and really has been neglected. This step not only removes old traffic film, but old waxes and sealants that could pull up into your pad as you are proceeding with the paint correction that will make the pads less effective and slow you down. The surface now squeaky clean and extremely smooth, and there's nothing between you and that paint when you go to attack it. When it comes to the paint correction, as soon as I saw that surface, I already had a few combinations in mind: your Fiber 50/50 pad and Turtle Wax One and Done, Xcut 0505 from Sonax, or 3D AAT 501. We have a couple areas masked off. That's going to be for our test areas. You always want to do a test area and find the least aggressive method necessary to remove those imperfections. And I do want to get this done in one step as well. First up, Turtle Wax One and Done, a perfect combination to team up with the Eurofiber 50/50 pad, and a team we use often here at the shop on many types of painted surfaces. And with just a crisscross pattern, which is equal to 2 passes, you can see the huge difference. And actually, this satisfies me, and I'm going to go with this combination. No need to step up with other polishes and compounds that were a little bit more aggressive. Let's save that clear coat, remove those imperfections in one step with this team. With the paint correction complete, we can now think about protection, and we're going to go with our own Apex Surface Protection Metal Oxide, what we use exclusively here at the shop, and coat the vehicle. But before we do, we want to do a panel prep, remove old oils from the polish that we just used, make sure there's no residue on the surface. This is now also the perfect time to touch up any rock chips. You could really go down the rabbit hole when it comes to these and spend a lot of time on them. That's not going to happen with this package. I do have my kit out, ready to go, so let's fill in as many of the larger chips as we can. We have a perfect match here. With the rock chips and deeper scratches out of the way and cured, we can open up the coating, load up that pad, and get to work. The coating can be used to protect all external hard surfaces, including vinyl, stripes, and decals. Doesn't matter if they're glossy, satin, or matte finished. When that step is complete, we also want to go around and restore and protect the plastic trim. It's already starting to fade on this vehicle. Actually, microfiber works better on textured plastics, microsuede on the smoother plastics. And slowly but methodically run that applicator along the plastic trim, let the product seep into the plastic, penetrate it, restore it, and protect it at the same time. Most of the time, it'll take one layer. If you have really oxidized, broken down, sun beaten plastic, it may take 2 or 3 coats. You have plenty of it there, 50 milliliters. That's enough to do many, many cars. As you can see, this plastic trim was lightly oxidized, but one layer will take care of restoring and protecting this trim. It may take multiple coats, as mentioned before, and you can run a microfiber over the surface after application to level things out if you left any high spots or lines, but for the most part, it will self-level and penetrate on its own. With that step complete, we're almost done. Just some finishing touches, including the tire coating from Art to Shine. We have now successfully returned Plum Crazy here back from the brink. Almost ruined from a car wash, it's now restored. The finish is also protected for years to come, and with some proper wash and maintenance technique, it will stay this way. Pull it outside and get it staged for the customer's pickup appointment. That will do it for this video and the series as a whole. If you have any questions on the process or the coatings, leave them down in the comments section. I'll get back to you. Much more exciting stuff to come, including the next project, which is a Cadillac Blackwing.